Ironically, it's only the Secretary of State and Khomeini who are arguing today that the MEK belongs on the Foreign Terrorist Organization list. We know that the Iranian regime, acting through its MOIS, actively promotes propaganda in the United States and regularly spews out misinformation and falsities aimed at painting the MEK as a terrorist organization, as a cult organization. You can pick the flavor of the day that is the particular aim of this regime. The MOIS is actively involved in this campaign. So in 1997, I got a call from the Secretary of State, and the complaint was the FBI were fingerprinting the Iranian wrestling teams who were newly invited into the United States. And there was a big outrage at Foggy Bottom why we were fingerprinting the Iranian wrestlers. And we said, well, on the wrestling team, beyond the athletes, there's usually an MOIS agent. It's the wrestler that looks like he's a little bit out of shape. And the reason we take all their fingerprints is this discourages them from using this conveyance to bring in MOIS officers who actively exploit and operate their networks here in the United States. They have been doing that now with respect to MEK, and the response from the State Department to this degree has been negligible. When this group was put on the FTO list in 1997, we saw it for what it was in the FBI, a political determination, none of our business, but from an operational point of view, we didn't assign any resources to look at this organization because we didn't believe there was any factual basis by which the organization could be classified as a terrorist organization. So it is essential that the Secretary of State make a decision. We cannot delay and obfuscate by asking inane questions that have no factual basis or relevance to this determination. If there were any facts, classified or not, that maintain this justification, ladies and gentlemen, we would have heard about them. We would have seen a court filing, even if it had the stereotypical blackouts. Somebody would be leaking something to the Washington Post. Somebody would be before the Congress saying, we can't describe the details, but this is a terrorist organization. We've heard none of that. Not in the filings and not in the ether. And the reason is because there is no factual basis. So we would like to perhaps suggest another approach today. The facts haven't worked, the law hasn't worked, so why don't we ask the administration to apply the two principles which it has been celebrating in the media for the last few weeks with respect to Libya. But the FBI interviewed all these people, everybody in Camp Ashraf, and the report card said no. There is nobody here, as best we can determine, who has that tendency, who has that capability. So those are the facts. Those are the facts. And with respect to Principle 2, the Secretary doesn't have to act alone here. The President doesn't have to act alone. It can be, unfortunately, the last person aboard the train, but, a momentum and a group that includes, as you've heard, the United Kingdom, the European Union, the United Nations. We have a duty to act even if we weren't acting with these other players. But if we apply these two principles, we ought to have a delisting immediately. It should be done this week. And the U.S., more than just the listing, has to take active measures to protect the people of Camp Ashraf. The U.S. has this obligation, and the obligation must be fulfilled. Thank you.